Caerdydd, Santes Dwynwen hapus i chi a pha ffordd felly ddathlu. Na gêm fyw o brif adran Genero. Pwy sydd angen cerdyn cariadus neu blodau. Y bel gron yw'r allwedd i'r galon i ni fan hyn ar Sgorio. Wrexham yn mynd am y brig, Llansawel yn mynd am yr hanner ucha cyn y toriad yn y tymor. Pawb yn chwarae pnawn yma, digon i gadw ni'n brysur felly. Dim welcome to Wrexham, ond croeso i'r graig yng nghefn mawr. Cartre, tîm menywod Wrexham, tipyn o gartre hefyd, a dyna pam maen nhw'n galw fe y graig. Mae fe eitha amlwg yn dywe, pan chi'n gweld hynny. Croeso at hynny. Croeso ni a Davies hefyd, sy'n cadw cwmni ni pnawn yma, prif y fforddwr Cymru, dan 19, dan merched. Croeso at hynny ni, ia?
Diolch.
Wrexham yw'r stori, maen nhw'n mynd am y brig. Ond jyst ys holi ti am Llansawel, maen nhw wedi cael wythnos anodd yn colli fan hyn yn erbyn Wrexham o 6 i ddim yn nhws yr adran. Wedyn, ganol wythnos, ildion hwyr yn Aberystwyth, sy'n golygu bod nhw ddim yn yr hanner ucha. Sut i ti fel y fforddwr yn cael tîm i ymateb ar ôl hynny?
Ie, mae'n anodd iddyn nhw. Maen nhw wedi cael wythnos anodd i ffwrdd i Aberystwyth a wedyn i ffwrdd fama eto. Felly mae'n anodd, ond byd nhw yn efo pwynt i profi, achos byd nhw ddim eisiau canlyniad na perfformiad fel nath nhw cael wythnos yn ôl yma.
Ie, wrth gwrs, byddai'r tynged nhw'n i dwylo i hunain, tas nhw ddim di ildio yn hwyr yn Aberystwyth. Gêm gyfartal oedd honna. Falle bydden nhw'n cefnogi Aberystwyth pnawn yma, achos maen nhw'n cwrdd ar seintiau newydd, y tîm sydd yn y pedwerydd safle. Gemau eraill Wrexham yn ail, Caerdydd sydd ar y brig, pwynt sydd yn ddi. Mae Caerdydd yn cwrdd ar Pont y Pryd. Yn anffodus, maen nhw wedi colli pob gêm, felly byddwch chi'n disgwyl triphwynt i'r pencampwyr a'r adar gleision yn fyna, a dyna sut mae pethau yn edrych wrth i ni agosau at y toriad yn y tymor. Digon i gadw pawb yn brysur pnawn yma. Dewch i ni glywed gan reolwr Wrexham felly. Nath gyrraedd yn y haf, Jenny Sugarman, di bod yn siarad gyda Bryn Thomas.
Jenny, thank you for joining us. Now, you had a brief break from league action following that late defeat against Cardiff at the beginning of this month. How did that result impact the group and how have you used the time since then?
Yeah, obviously it was massive disappointment to lose the game so late on, but I think that's given us obviously a lot of motivation, firstly, around how we want to make sure that we finish phase one, and then obviously with the cup fixture last week and the weather before that, we've had an opportunity to sort of refocus. Very different opposition in Briton Ferry from Cardiff from that fixture, and although same opposition as last week, so back to back for us.
Yeah, big win last week, 6-0, hammering, you could almost say. It'll be a totally different game today. Yeah,
of course. The league and the cup are very two different competitions for starters, and we were really, really pleased with our performance last week. We had to work hard in that first half to break the opposition down, create the chances that we wanted, but we felt second half in particular, obviously we took a lot of the chances that we'd created, and we'd done really specific prep for the opposition around how we expect them to play. They've obviously had a midweek game as well, so I don't know how much they'll have been able to change maybe things from last weekend. So we've done some more prep on sort of reviewing last weekend, fine-tuning from that, and then hoping that we can make sure that we bring our same standards again this week.
Diolch yn fawr, wish you well.
Diolch.
Jenny Sugarman yn siarad a Bryn Thomas. Felly, mae hi'n dod mewn yn y haf. Tipyn o newidiadau wedi bod. O ti'n dysgol gweld Wrexham yn cystadlu ti ar brig tymor yma?
Ie, nath nhw'n ein dda blwyddyn diwetha. Ie, dwi'n meddwl, oedden ni'n meddwl oedd yn mynd i fod yn dda blwyddyn yma. Mae wedi dod â llawer o chwaraewyr newydd mewn. A ie, maen nhw'n dangos hynna. Bod nhw eisiau bod mor agos at Caerdydd a bod pob gêm yn bwysig iawn iddyn nhw.
Chwaraewyr newydd yn disgleirio Katie Back ar y ymwysodol mae'n cael tymor campus. Ond hen enw cyfarwydd falle sy'n cael yn sylw ni pnawn yma, Rosie Hughes, y peiriant sgorio goliau ar un adeg. Dyma hi yn dawnsio, wedi ymlacio ac yn dechrau pnawn yma. Bydd hi'n amlwg eisiau creu argraff.
Ie, di heb dechrau llawer tymor yma, ond ie, bydd hi o hyd eisiau rhoi argraff. Bydd hi eisiau rhoi pwynt i profi'r rheolwr. Mae pawb yn gwybod faint mor beryglus mae hi o flaen y gôl, ac mae yn gweithio mor galed pan mae ar y cae yna. Ond ie, gobeithio bydd hi'n gallu cael gôl heno.
Gath hi 2 wythnos diwetha yn erbyn Llansawel, gath hi cerdyn coch hefyd, felly bydd ddim cweit eisiau ailadrodd hynny pnawn yma.
Ie, na, ti'n gwybod, bydd hi yn eisiau cael mwy o goliau yn erbyn nhw, ond ie, trio cadw i ffen yn bach mwy na oedd hi wythnos diwetha.
Mae'n ddiddorol gweld beth sy'n digwydd o ran Wrexham yn datblygu, achos Caerdydd wedi bod yn rheoli'r gyngrair, ond mae'n teimlo fel bod nhw her go iawn tymor yma yn Wrexham.
Ie, mae'n dda i gweld y her na, dwi'n meddwl. Mae'n rhywbeth dda i, ti'n gwybod, dwi'n siŵr bydd Caerdydd ddim eisiau'r her, ond mae'n rhywbeth, mae'n digwydd ac dwi'n meddwl mae'n dda i pawb sy'n gwylio ac yn cefnogi'r tîm. Gobeithio bydd o'n mynd tuag at y diwedd y tymor hefyd.
Mae'n cael ein gyffroes i ni sy'n gwylio ta beth. Ni wedi clywed gan reolwr Wrexham, reolwr Llansawel, Rhys Thomas, nesaf fe hefyd y siarad y Bryn.
Rhys, thank you for joining us. Now, before we look ahead to today, can we look back to Thursday night?
Yeah.
Megan Curl's red card, a late conceding in the 90th minute as well.
Yeah.
How did you lift the squad after that?
Well, it's difficult. I think we're lucky that we've got a squad that is so resilient and a squad that's been together for quite a few years. So they're used to overcoming challenges. That was certainly another challenge. We had a difficult game up here last week, which was one that we needed to pick everyone up for. And then Thursday we played so well, but we needed to pick ourselves up again. That's football sometimes.
I've got to take you back to last weekend, 6-0 drubbing, yeah. I suppose. What are you going to do differently today?
I think the challenge for us is looking back on last week. First half of that game we competed really well, went in 1-0 down, but we certainly had chances in the first half. The challenge was that we played on the Thursday night against Cardiff before that, and this week is no different. We've had to go Thursday night again, even further away, so this is our fourth game in 10 days. That's a really big physical challenge for the players, and they're part-time, so we've done our best to prepare. But the reality is it is going to be difficult today physically. We're, I think, lucky to have a fully committed squad, and the squad's going to be really important. We need to be, I think, a little bit more organised, use the squad a little bit more, and I think just make sure we push through for the 90 minutes.
Diolch Rhys, we wish you well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Diddorol, y ddau reolwr yn sôn am yr hanner cyntaf yn wythnos diwetha. Yn dod nhw, dyma'r olygfa uwchben y graig. Diwrnod eitha llwydaidd fan hyn yn y gogledd ddwyrain, ond y cefnogwyr wedi heidio yma. A mae yna digon o chwaraewyr ifanc wedi heidio yma hefyd, a nhw sy'n croesawu'r chwaraewyr i'r cae am olygfa. Hyfryd gol gymyn o chwaraewyr ifanc, fel sy'n ni rhywbeth tebyg y Mike Colwyn ddoe, gêm by Colwyn Ceicon, a cannoedd o blant ifanc yno ar un peth fan hyn. Wrexham yn cwrdd â Llansawel. English language commentary is available. Bryn Thomas and Katie Sherwood on commentary, former Wales international Katie Sherwood, 50 caps by the way, got to mention that. Ac yn Gymraeg, chi wedi gweld Nia Davies, mae hi wedi ymlwybro draw i'r pwynt sylwebu yn disgwyl amdani hi. Mae Nick Farry.
Thank you, Dylan. Yes, good afternoon, good evening, I should say, from the Rock here in Cefn Mawr. We're on the outskirts of Wrexham, and it's second placed Wrexham, second in the Adran Genero League, who welcome Briton Ferry Llansawel in the lower half at the beginning of the match. They're in fifth, but results elsewhere, if they go these teams' way, Wrexham could go top, Briton Ferry could go into the top four. Now then, team news. Wrexham, they make two changes from last weekend's 6-0 win here against the opposition here today. Erin Lovett and Cara Jones in for Phoebe Davis and Hannah Snapepour on the bench, whereas Rhys Thomas, the Briton Ferry manager, he makes three changes from last weekend. Olivia Kett-White, Grace Evans, Georgia Howells in, Anya Welsh, Mayo in on the bench, Megan Searle suspended after a red card against Aberystwyth on Thursday.
Well, Wrexham have been finding success and consistency with this 3-4-3 formation, with Jodie Bartle captain looking to keep that back three compact and resolute, with two all-action centre midfielders who will look to join that defence and attack, and a fear factor of a front three, who 19 goals between them so far. Briton Ferry looking to sit in that 4-5-1 formation, I assume. They will look to stay compact and protect those central zones. With a tenacious Laura May Walkley-Witts, she will be in that free role there, looking to impact the defence and attack. And speaking about Walkley-Witts, the veteran of the league, the all-action centre midfielder, former Wales international, she will be looking to drive this team forward. She is a fighter, and they come into this game as massive underdogs, but she will be looking to drive this team forward. New sign-in for Wrexham, she is the key player to watch. Top goal scorer in the league, in form, Katie Barker, an exciting new addition. She swapped from playing Newcastle at St James Park over to the Rock in Wrexham. What a swap that'll be.
Our referee, he hasn't had to go far from Brumbo, Mr. Richard Wright. And it's the home team with the kick-off. It's Wrexham who are in the red, playing from right to left. And as I said, they start the game in second position, 1 point behind Cardiff ladies, who also played the other games today, by the way. Cardiff, who are at the top against Pontypridd, who are down at the bottom. Swansea, who are fourth against Barry, who are seventh. And the New Saints against Aberystwyth. So it's a busy afternoon of football again, Katie.
Yeah, an exciting afternoon. Don't you just love an evening game? And when they're all playing at the same time is really exciting.
Early possession for the visitors, and got themselves out of a tight spot there, they did. And it's Freya Payton with the pressure there. And Freya Payton, she's only 15. Incredible.
Yeah, and that's what I love about this league. It gives young players, rising stars, an opportunity to really build their career and develop in this league. And, you know, for your manager to start you in such a tough game, it just shows the respect and the belief that he has in her.
Erin Levitt, one of the changes for Wrexham this afternoon, getting an early touch. And playing the ball down the line, looking for Cara Jones. Jones, another change, a long ball, looking for Rosie Hughes. Hughes, it runs through to Courtney Young in goal for Briton Ferry this afternoon.
And I think that's something that we'll see a lot from Wrexham. When you know you have Rosie Hughes with that blistering pace, that long ball over the top, being direct, there's nothing wrong with that.
You were mentioning the number 18, Katie Barker, your namesake there, and she's got 11 goals this season. Rosie Hughes, who's the scoring machine, she's only got 5.
It just shows the quality they have. Like I said, they have a real fear factor about them this season in attack, Wrexham, and the front three, they have 19 goals between them. You know, it just shows the quality they have. The signings that Sugarman have made this season, adding real quality and depth to a team.
Loose ball picked up by Freya Payton once again. She's seeing a lot of the ball in these early stages. Given away by Faye Hillier-Knox for Wrexham, but she picks the ball up once again. Good tempo, good start to the game in the opening 2 minutes. Ball by Cara Jones, just a hopeful ball, looking for the run of Rosie Hughes, but quite comfortable for the goalie.
Yeah, and I expect a little bit more composure there from Cara Jones. You know, a real technical player, just those decision-making moments. Because you know Rosie Hughes, you only need to put the ball in behind and she will get on the end of it. It's just that quality and execution from her.
How will the Briton Ferry girls approach this one? They came here last week, they were absolutely hammered 6-0. Will they come here with trepidation, or will they be determined, do you think?
I think it's about putting those wrongs right. It's another opportunity to right those mistakes. They're a team who very much built on togetherness and resilience, and they'll be coming into this game, like I said, they are underdogs, but they are very much a team who fight for each other, who will leave nothing on this pitch, and they'll want to put things right from last weekend.
Bright starts from both sides. Levitt. Picked up by Lily Jones. And again, just punts the ball forward. Cushioned header. This falls for the Wrexham. Number 19, Faye Hillier-Knox. She's cleaned quite a bit of the ball in the opening stages as well. Tidy, very tidy in midfield. And just that forage forward. Good play by the home side, and there was a foul there on Katie Barker.
Yeah, there's great movement and rotation from Wrexham in those central areas. You can see Barker, she's dropping in deep to pick the ball up, and then Lily Jones, she's pushing on into those advanced positions, and she's giving Briton Ferry then, you know, questions. Do they go with her? Does it open up space for Wrexham to play into? So really good movement from them.
Approaching the 5-minute mark, and it's Faye Hillier-Knox, hat-trick last week against Briton Ferry, preparing to take the free kick. It's a deep one to the far side. It's loose, and there's an opportunity to play the ball back into the box, but it's had gone over the dead ball line. And just some relief there for the visitors.
Yeah, it's a great delivery from Knox, isn't it? Really deep. But good defending there from Briton Ferry, getting good numbers behind the ball. And those moments are going to be key for them. You know, those are the fundamentals that they have to do better in. Really dominating those set pieces, not giving away cheap free kicks for one, staying really disciplined, but also defending those set pieces like their life depends on it.
We saw Jodie Bartle there, another summer signing from Newcastle. And the teammate, of course, of Katie Barker, who also moved from St James's Park over the summer.
Yeah, she's been another great addition to this Wrexham team, a real experienced player. She was also at Celtic as well, won the league with Celtic, so comes with a real pedigree of experience. And I think that's been the difference in Wrexham this season, those signings that Sugarman have been able to make, you know, add into their depth, but also players with experience in the English pyramid, and that's massive for Wrexham.
Chloe Chivers has given Swansea the lead at home against Barry Town. They're 4 points behind Wrexham, so they won't change places in the table. Good play by Laura May Walkley-Witts, and the effort comes in, it's into the back of the net. It is, and the visitors have taken the lead. And it's the number 7, Grace Evans, her 3rd goal of the season, summer signing from Cardiff. And, well, against the run of play, it must be said, Grace Evans gives Briton Ferry the lead.
Well, it's a clever ball in by Laura May to start with, but what a great delivery that is. The pace on it is nice and low. That is a striker's dream to get on the end of. And it's about that desire to get in the box, get on the end of that ball, and it's an easy finish in the end for Grace Evans. And they've really caught Wrexham off guard here. They're also almost stunned in disbelief that they're 1-0 behind.
So 7 minutes on the clock, and the visitors take the lead. Here's the latest table, and as you can see, Briton Ferry Llansawel, they're up into the top half of the table, and the New Saints drop down to 5th position. The New Saints home against Aberystwyth, goalless in that one at the moment. So Chivers giving Swansea the lead, and Evans giving Briton Ferry the lead. And that'll be a huge boost to the visitors after last week's result. And the result down in Briton Ferry early on in the season, where Briton Ferry were 2-0 up in that one, by the way, and eventually lost it 5-2.
Well, Rhys Thomas said in pre-match, didn't he, that the team have played 4 games in 10 days. You know, we're talking about part-time players here as well. It's a lot of travelling as well. You know, that's tough. That is really tough. So to have a fixture away at Wrexham this evening and to go 1-0 up in 7 minutes, that's a huge confidence boost for them. Really encouraging signs from Briton Ferry.
And here she is, the goal scorer, Grace Evans. And her run was perfect.
Actually,
perfect.
I need to give her more credit for that finish. I said it was an easy finish. A real delicate touch to guide that ball towards goal. And like you said, the timing of her run, that desire to get in between those 2 defenders, that's top class.
Well, it's been a good start. It's been a good game. Tempo's good.
I think Briton Ferry would have been really disappointed with their result on Thursday night or Wednesday night against Aberystwyth, because that would have given them the chance to go into that top 4.
And the manner that they conceded the goal at the very end to 10 players. Aberystwyth had a player sent off, and of course Briton Ferry had Megan Curl sent off as well, so she's not available today either.
And she's a huge part of this team. She's integral to how they play, She really brings that attacking threat to this team, so she'll be a huge loss for them.
Of course, you've got to remember as well, Katie, that they finished second last season in the first season up after promotion. That was quite an achievement.
It was, and they've had two massive changes, Briton Ferry, this season. They lost their manager towards the end of the season, or the last game of the season, and he was instrumental to that success.
Here come Wrexham, can they strike back? Oh, side netting. Side netting from Katie Barker. And in the form she's in, you'd expect to see her hitting the back of the net properly there.
Yeah, it's a first warning sign, isn't it, from Wrexham? It's a great ball through by Lily Jones. It's a great first touch. But she just couldn't guide it towards goal. Eyes are up.
That was a lovely ball from Lily Jones, wasn't it?
Yeah, she is such a technician in that midfield, an all-action midfielder. Has real physical ability about her, but great technical ability as well.
Barker just chopped down there, but play continues. Mr. Wright allows play to continue. This is Faye Hillier-Knox. Hillier-Knox, can she get the cross away? Can she find a colleague? Keeps possession, plays it into Erin Lovett. Lovett has another go. Intricate play from Wrexham, but they eventually gave the ball away. And it's a foul there on Laura May Walkley-Witts, and it's Georgia Howells. Georgia Howells sees a yellow card here.
I'm not quite sure what that's for. That's something we've missed there.
Let's have a look. Oh, for that one. Okay.
I think there's no argument there, is there? It's definitely a booking.
Not at all. And fair play to the referee. He let play go on and then brought it back for the yellow card. First yellow card of the match goes to Georgia Howells. Cara Jones to Erin Lovett. Swansea 2-0 up now, by the way. And it's Stacey John who scored the second goal, adding to Chloe Chivers' opener. So Swansea 2, Barry 0.
Well, the thing is, everyone's talking about Cardiff City and Wrexham, but Swansea are going about their business very quietly, gaining a little bit of momentum, consistency, and I think they're going to be real contenders in this second phase of the season as well. Do not write them off. It's part of their DNA, winning. They're getting back to the form that they've been in previous seasons.
It's a very, very competitive league, Katie.
Year upon year, it does get more competitive, and I think it helps with the visibility of the game as well. This league is becoming a league that people want to be a part of.
Lovely ball from Katie Barker. Oh, is the foul? It's a penalty. That's a penalty all day long. Faye Hillier-Knox chopped down. And the referee, he didn't think twice.
Well, she's been a key player so far for Wrexham, Hillier-Knox, an exciting player. And I think she does really well here. She knows that as soon as she wins that ball in the box, the defender's got to be really careful. There's not much contact. It's minimal contact.
And she was just inside, and it was Brooke Llewellyn who conceded the penalty. And it has to be Katie Barker, of course. Katie Barker sends the keeper the wrong way. Clinical finish from the top scorer, from the league's top scorer. That's her 12th goal of the season. Her 15th in all competitions, and it's all square at the Rock.
Well, I don't think it was ever in doubt that she was going to find the back of the net. I'd like to see that penalty again, though, because the contact for me, I don't know if there is much contact. I think Briton Ferry will be a little bit aggrieved there. But it's a great finish from Barker. She scores goals, it's what she does. Composed and clinical from the spot.
Yeah, composed, clinical and confident as well. That's the sign of somebody who's on form, in form. And adds to her tally for the season. And it's all square. Wrexham 1, Briton Ferry 1. Here's the table again. So as you can see, the new Saints are back up into the top half, and that's how it's going to be, Katie. It's going to be yo-yoing all over the place.
Yeah, you don't want to take your eyes off that league, do you? It's like you were saying, the league is definitely becoming more competitive, and that's what you want as a neutral. We want to grow the domestic game in Wales. We want to attract more players into this league, and I think year upon year this league improves.
Yeah, definitely the standards are improving, and you know, you've got players like Jodie Bartle and Katie Barker who are willing to move from clubs like Newcastle to Wrexham. Proves your point exactly, doesn't it?
And a lot of young players as well who become rising stars in this league and then move on to greater things. We've seen Phoebe Poole of Cardiff City move on to Plymouth and be called up to the Wales national squad. Olivia Francis, who was at Pontypridd, moved to Manchester United, who's now at Plymouth Argyle with Phoebe as well. You know, we've produced some real stars in this league too.
Freya Payton and tracking back, doing the defensive duties. Katie Barker, and Leah Burke was there as well. Past the 15-minute mark, well past the 15-minute mark. And it was Grace Evans' goal after 7 minutes that gave the visitors the lead. And then on 13 minutes, well, a contentious penalty possibly, which was dispatched very, very confidently by Katie Barker. In the other games, it's Cardiff City women have taken the lead against Pontypridd. It's Cardiff City 1, Pontypridd 0, Swansea 2, Barry 0, and it's still goalless between the New Saints and Aberystwyth. It's Michaela Cook with the goal for Cardiff City. Rosie Hughes, not really named her thus far. Barker out to Ava Suckley. Suckley looks at the far side looking for the run of Lily Jones. Just falls for Josie Smith. Battle. Love it. Lily Jones is in the pockets of space there. Lily Jones did possibly capitalise as much as she could have. Burke. This is Leah Burke's first start of the season, by the way, in the left back position for Wrexham. Love it. Again looking for Lily Jones. Just tidied up by Olivia Catwhite. Wrexham just building in confidence, aren't they, Katie?
They are, and Briton Ferry are giving them too much space to operate in, and when they are winning the ball back, then they're giving possession away cheaply. You know, they have to secure the ball, otherwise that pressure is just going to continuously be coming back at them. Yeah, and just losing possession cheaply in midfield, the visitors. And their confirmation that Cardiff are leading, courtesy of Michaela Cook's opener. So goals in all the games bar from the New Saints against Aberystwyth. Suckley just barged off the ball by Freya Payton. Payton, ball through, the keeper sees the danger, and good clearance there by Liz Craven. She had Jade Crofts bearing down on her. Yeah, it's much better play from Briton Ferry, winning the ball back and deciding to go forward quickly when it's on. And Crofts, she's an informed striker. She only needs half a chance and she will find the back of the net. There's still those warning signs from Briton Ferry.
Denscombe with a throw. And then just a long, hopeful ball forward. Cleared away by Erin Lovett. Approaching the 20-minute mark, Katie. Your assessment of the game up to this point?
I think Wrexham are in control of this game. You know, they are dominating possession. But Briton Ferry are not a team that you can rule out. Like I say, when you have a player like Laura May, Walkley Witt in the team, who's really tactical, has great vision.
Ball through, an opportunity for Barker. Barker, what a save! What a block by Courtney Young. Oh, you put your money on Katie Barker scoring her second there. What an opportunity for the top scorer.
What a save by the goalkeeper, Young. Really brave, comes off her line really quickly. But like you said, you expect someone from Barker to find the back of the net there, and it's another chance that they've missed.
Hillier Knox. She's been instrumental in midfield for Wrexham. A lovely ball looking for the run of Ava Suckley. Suckley, square ball, better ball, and Katie Barker would have been in. Let's have a look at the chance again.
It's Hillier Knox again playing a fantastic ball in. It's a great little turn. But the goalkeeper does so well, doesn't she? She stands her ground, stands firm, makes herself really, really big.
It was an excellent save. Suckley. Loose ball. Now, an opportunity here for Jade Crofts. Crofts goes for goal. He was on target. It was worth the effort. It's straight at Liz Craven. Barker again. Can't take your eyes off this game. It's end-to-end stuff. And Katie Barker, she's a live wire.
Yeah, she's such an exciting player, isn't she? She likes to drop in and pick the ball up deep as well and turn and really drive at those defenders. For me, that's just a tired, frustrated tackle there.
Here's Olivia Cat White. That goal for Card just changes things at the top. The gap is 3 points. Ball played by Hillier Knox. Jones lifts the ball into the box, but comfortable for Courtney Young as we approach the halfway point of this first half. All square on the rock. Hughes with a header to Lily Jones. And a forever presence in the Wrexham team. And that continuity from Jenny Sugarman, evident to see in the confidence of the Wrexham play. Burke just falls. Georgia Howells, yellow carded, the only yellow card thus far shown by Mr. Wright to Georgia Howells. Walkley-Witts. Out to Alice Broadley. Good run down the far side. Very few options in the middle, just carries the ball. This is Walkley-Witts. Broadley just pulled down but cleared away by Cara Jones. Just a period of pressure here, Katie, from the visitors.
Yeah, you could see then when Broadley was breaking away, she just didn't have many options. She did really well, actually, just to keep possession and keep it alive for Briton Ferry.
Walkley-Witts. It's just a bit wayward. It's Ket White. Tate Trivett with the third for Swansea. They're having a field day against Barry.
Yeah, she's an ex-Barry player as well, so I'm sure she would have enjoyed that one.
Hillier Knox. Barker looking for the run of Hillier Knox once again. Picked up by Rosie Hughes to Lily Jones. Leah Burke. Josie Smith. Some signing from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Katie Barker. Just that confidence again from Barker. Oh, lovely ball. Almost got to Ava Stuckley. And the win, the corner kick. Barker, what a signing. She's mercurial, isn't she?
Yeah, like we've said already, such a an influential player, an influential signing for Wrexham. Whenever she picks the ball up, you know something's going to happen.
The first female, by the way, Katie, this is an interesting stat, to score at St James's Park.
That's not a bad stat to have, is it?
Not bad at all. As the corner is played in, headed on by Josie Smith. And Brooke Llewellyn just lets the ball run out. Let's have a look at the penalty again, Katie. There was a slightest touch,
it's
wasn't it?
minimal.
Minimal, yeah. Yeah, this is a better angle, possibly. Oof.
If I was a defender, I would be really disappointed and frustrated that that was given as a penalty.
Yeah, it was a soft one. Battle.
But in the laws of the game,
yeah,
if there is contact and you're stopping a goal opportunity, then obviously it is a penalty.
Yep. Cara Jones does well. Gets the ball in, almost got to Barker. It's cleared away by Ket White.
It's in those moments that Briton Ferry have to find a way to keep possession. Whether that's a better ball to Jade Croft so she can hold up play and allow others to join in, or being a little bit more composed and finding another outlet. Can they stretch a little bit wider and play through the third, or use the width as an outlet rather than a hopeful ball forward that someone's going to get on the end of?
Megan Bowen with the second goal for Cardiff. So it's Cardiff City women 2, Pontypridd 0, as the long ball is played forward and it's let to go. And that was an opportunity once again for Jade Croft. And the Wrexham defence was sleeping there, Katie.
Sometimes when you have a lot of possession and you're not as busy as a defender, sometimes you can lose that concentration. But it's really important that Wrexham stay resolute, they stay focused. Because Jade Croft will punish you if the opportunity arises.
Remember, tomorrow night at 10:05. All the highlights, all the games from the men and the women's leagues. And also on Tuesday at 5:30 on S4C. Here come Wrexham once again. Ball played for, looking for the run of Eva Suckley. Can he keep the ball? She keep the ball in play. Does so. Oh, lovely. And then she was just caught. The referee's having a good game, Mr. Wright. He's letting things go, and then if needs be, he'll go back and he'll stop. And he's been correct in most of his decisions.
It's a great ball again from Lily Jones. Ava Suckley, she's a willing runner. And you can see it's just a body check there from the defender. There's no arguments there. It's a definite free kick. There's no real intent there to win the ball. And it's that discipline that we talked about. It's an opportunity now for Wrexham to set up and put Briton Ferry under pressure.
Yes, Denscombe, who was the villain there, as Faye Hillier-Knox just lifts the ball again up to the far post, hits the post, Cara Jones, glancing header, in it comes, and again just goes wide, touch off one of the Briton Ferry defenders, and it's a corner kick to Wrexham, who are really knocking on the door here.
Yeah, it's a great ball in again. You have to question the defending from Briton Ferry. It's too easy. It's a free header.
Hillier-Knox once again with the corner kick. Too much on that one. As Jodie Bartle keeps the ball in play. Did well there, did the captain. Here's the Cara Jones chance once again.
Yeah, she just couldn't get enough power on it really to cause the keeper too much problems.
All square at the Rock if you're just joining us. It was the visitors who took the lead after 7 minutes. Grace Evans, and a lovely move down the right-hand side, ball crossed in, and Grace Evans just timed her run to perfection. And then a penalty kick after 13 minutes, dispatched by Katie Barker, as Burke finds Barker. Hillier Knox just trying to play the ball around the corner. Strong run by Freya Payton, but look who's back. It's Katie Barker, and back doing the defensive duties as well.
Yeah, unreal work rate there from her. Not only is she influencing the attack, but that work rate to get back and support her team in defence as well. Manager's dream.
Leah Burke, few options, back to Burke. Looking for Hillier Knox, but gives the ball away cheaply here. And it's an opportunity for Georgia Howells. It's nicked back by Burke, and it was Suckley who was there as well. For Rosie Hughes to chase now then. Hughes, fleet-footed, well-timed challenge, and Hughes just regains possession. Cara Hughes, Jones rather, she was under pressure. Wrexham throw in. Good crowd here, Katie, as well, looking at the far side over there. The stand comfortably full.
Yeah, it's great to see. I think there's a real thirst for women's football in Wrexham. A great community who gets behind this team, and it's great to see so many different generations coming out to support the ladies this evening.
And when we arrived, maybe a couple of hours before kick-off, there was about half a dozen girls' games going on the pitch as Hillier Knox just whips the ball in, and it was really good to see just the excitement. Yeah, Liz Thomas we saw there, Katie. He'll be more than happy, I should think, with what he's seen so far.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, 1-1. Wrexham may be dominating, but Briton Ferry is still in this game. I think he talked pre-match about his team being a bit more organised. I think they can definitely be better in terms of their organisation. They're sitting with 2 banks of 4, but they just need to work together a little bit more, be a bit more cohesive, a bit more in sync, and just make it a little bit harder for Wrexham to find those spaces. At the moment, I think they're showing them a little bit too much respect. They need to get a little bit tighter, a little bit more compact, and make it more difficult for them to play the ball around.
Suckley with the throw to Smith. A no-nonsense clearance from Laura May Walkley-Witt. Not unexpected, Katie.
No, absolutely. Get the ball as far off the pitch as you can. Give your team a little bit of a breather. I remember an old manager saying that to me before. If you're going to clear it so far that it takes the ball boy or ball girl ages to get the ball back in. And she's an experienced player as well. She knows the tricks of the game.
Yeah, 3 caps for Wales. Laura May Walkley-Witt. Feisty little character. Here's Burke to Rosie Hughes. She's going to drop deep to pick up possession. Hughes.
It's a better shape there, though, from Briton Ferry. Like I said, those 2 banks of 4. A little bit more narrow, protecting those central areas.
Josie Smith, ball down the line from Burke, looking for Ava Suckley, but across comes Jess Denscombe, and Jess clears that one away as far as she can.
We look at the previous fixture between these 2 games, and even though it was a convincing win for Wrexham, Briton Ferry conceded 4 goals in quick succession, 54, 56, 65 and 69 minutes. You concede four goals like that. It's a tall order then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Up until then, they were in the game.
Well, they're definitely in the game here as we approach the final 10 minutes of the first half. Briton Ferry taking the lead. And then since then it's been fairly equal. Liz Craven in goal for Wrexham has hardly been tested after picking the ball out of the net. Love it. Jodie Bartle. This is Lily Jones. Burke. Well, looking for the run of Rosie Hughes. There's nobody in the middle at the moment. Hughes does well. Hughes plays the ball square to back for Suckley. Hits the bar. Ava Suckley. The intent was clear. She was leaning back. Good move from Wrexham.
Yeah, that would have been a really well-crafted goal. They utilised the width really well to get Rosie Hughes on the ball. Too much time there. So much time to look up and find the passes. Great play from Barker to play the ball back to Ava Suckley. And you expect a player of her experience and her form to find the back of the net there. It's a let-off for Briton Ferry. But great play by Wrexham.
Yeah, she was leaning back, wasn't she? And Skyward stays one each.
That's where Rosie Hughes is really dangerous, when she drifts into those wide positions, because the pace that she has, when she times her run, and you've got someone like Lily Jones who can find that pass, it's really difficult to stop.
Madison Perrott with the third for Cardiff. It's Cardiff City 3, league leaders Cardiff City 3, Pontypridd, who are rock bottom and pointless. It doesn't seem they're going to get anything out of that one, as the visitors again maraud down the left hand side. Good run here, but the ball was run out of play by Alice Broadley. Good run there.
Yeah, at times Wrexham have actually looked quite vulnerable in those situations. That one ball over the top, catching them off guard. I'm sure Sugarman will be a little bit disappointed with how her team are dealing and controlling that space in behind.
Peyton, 15. Just got to remind ourselves that she's only 15. Freya Peyton.
She has school to go to tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Impressive.
And she doesn't look out of place at all at this level, does she?
No, and I think she's shown as well her physicality. She's not afraid to use her body and get stuck in, but also has real quality on the ball as well.
Here they come again with Walkley Witts looking for Peyton. It's the miscontrol there. A little bit of the momentum goes out of the move. Did well under pressure from Faye Hillier-Knox.
I think that's why you call the commentator's curse.
That happens to me every game. It's a wet evening here in Kevin Mawr, by the way. There's just a steady drizzle. It makes the surface more slippery, of course, makes for a more entertaining football.
Now, these are the conditions that you love to play in. You can zip the ball around.
And the cold as well, Katie?
No, and I'm really regretting not bringing my gloves tonight as well.
Yeah, schoolboy error. Or schoolgirl error, I should say, sorry.
I should know better.
Yes. Rosie Hughes. Did you wear gloves when you played?
Absolutely not. I was a tough centre-back. I don't wear gloves.
You should see the look on Katie Sherwood's face there. Burke, Peyton, for once, makes an error as Denscombe just launches a long ball forward. And the last touch was off Freya Peyton. Burke. Lily Jones. Hillier Knox. Very comfortable in possession, Faye Hillier Knox, is she, the number 19. Very rarely gives the ball away.
Yeah, you can just see her composure. She can really operate in those tight spaces, really manipulates the ball well. Was at Bolton previously, so has experience in the English pyramids. The technical ability, comfortable on both feet. Fantastic signing for Wrexham.
Yep. Faye Hillier Knox and Katie Barker and Jodie Bartle have certainly increased the standard since moving over the border. Here's Hillier Knox once again to Leah Burke. Katie Barker, Barker created space, took the save, it's Rosie Hughes, and she was offside. Offside, Rosie Hughes. But again, Katie Barker just brings things alive.
Yeah, you can't give that girl an inch. You have to get tighter. And look at the space she's in. She has time to turn, look up. And you know when she's in that position, she's only got one thing on her mind.
It was really close, this one. Yeah, she just run. Yeah. I think she's just gone beyond the last defender. We're into the last 5 minutes of the first half. And we understand there's going to be 1 minute added at the end of the half. As Bartle just clears the ball. Just a lovely touch from Hillier Knox to Rosie Hughes. Hughes just goes past the defender, past Brooke Llewellyn so easily. Bartle, Erin Lovett. Barker. Smith just plays the ball beyond the defence, looking for Eva Suckley. Is there too much on that one? Does well to keep the ball in play. Just gives it on the plate to Jess Denscombe. It was Peyton, rather.
That's fantastic play there from Peyton. Under pressure, 2 players chasing her down.
And she's got a really bright future, hasn't she, Freya Peyton?
Yeah, and this is where she's going to learn a lot, playing in these tough conditions, tough games. But the vision then and the composure to play that ball up the line with 2 players putting pressure on you.
Suckley under pressure. Just a hopeful punt, which falls for Alice Broadley. She's got Grace Evans ahead of her. Ball looking for the run of Evans, safely through to the keeper. And as we approach half-time, there will be a live match week today. We don't know where yet. Times after today's results. At things stand, it's Cardiff City 3, Pontypridd 0, Swansea 3, Barry 0. Goalless between the New Saints and Aberystwyth. And it's all square, 1 each here on the Rock between Wrexham and Briton Ferry Llansawel.
And that 4th place position is still very much up for grabs between TNS and Briton Ferry.
Yep. With Cardiff, Wrexham and Swansea filling the first 3 slots. Ball forward, looking for the run of Rosie Hughes. Hughes offside.
That is one thing about Rosie Hughes I'm going to be quite critical. She has so much pace, but can she time her runs a little bit better? That's the 3rd occasion now she's been offside. She has the pace, so she can afford to wait a second or angle her run so she stays onside.
We're into the last minute of the first half. We expect that another minute will be added at the end of the half. Hillier Knox. Burke. Jodie Bartle. Just carries the ball long and too much on that one. Suckley just tries her valiant best, but out it goes for a goal kick. There's Jenny Sugarman. What will her message be at the break, Katie?
I think a little bit more urgency. They're dominating possession, but can it be a little bit more purposeful? You know, they're going in 1-1 at half time. They've scored from a penalty, but how many chances have they created and not been clinical enough? How can they really punish Briton Ferry and put them under more pressure?
Battle with the clearance. We're into the minute that Mr. Wright has added on at the end of the first half. So we've asked about Jenny Sugarman. What about Rhys Thomas, Katie? Well, what will he tell his players?
I think, you know, coming back out in the second half is going to be key for Briton Ferry. Looking at the previous game when they conceded those goals in real crucial moments, is how they regroup now at half time and how they get back on the pitch and make sure they don't make those same mistakes and really hit the ground running in the second half. I think be a bit more organised and compact at times. Wrexham are getting in behind quite easily, so how can they be a bit more resolute in those positions and just work a bit more better defensively together in those partnerships? The centre midfielders, their distances and gaps are quite big. But yeah, they'll be happy going in 1-1 at half time.
And it is half time. It's Grace Evans who gave the visitors the lead on 7 minutes for Rhys Thomas's side. And then on 13 minutes, it was a contentious penalty which was given away by Brooke Llewellyn. And it was dispatched really confidently by Katie Barker. So at the break, it's Wrexham 1, Briton Ferry 1.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, un yr un ar yr egwyl. Chwarae teg, Llansawel di roi tipyn o berfformiad yn hanner cyntaf yna. Ar ôl colli o 6 i ddim wythnos diwetha, fel oedd Nick yn sôn. A wedyn ni, clybiau cyfarwydd, y rai cryf ar y blaen. Di taro tair, Abertawe di taro tair yn erbyn y Bari. Felly hefyd Caerdydd sydd ar y brig yn erbyn Pontypridd. A'r gym arall yn gyfartal hefyd. Reit, pêl-droed, Sgorio, ni'n mwynhau crwydro Cymru a cwrdd ar clybiau falle ar lawr gwlad. Ni wedi bod yn cwrdd a tipyn o dîm yn ddiweddar. Dyma'r Queen Bees o Eglwys Fach yn y gogledd.
Just try it. It really has been incredible for me. Mae pawb yn dod i mlaen mor dda. Mae'n neis cael bod yn rhan o beth fel hyn. It's never too late. You've just got to give it a go and it might end up being the best thing ever.
Catri Williams ydw i. Dwi'n 47 erbyn hyn yn ymwneud â thîm Merched Queen Bees Eglwys Fach yng Ngogledd Cymru. Wedi bod hefo'r clwb ers y dechrau, felly un o'r gwenynod gwreiddiol, os liciwch chi, nôl yn 2018. Dechrau wnaethon ni ymarfer circuits yn y neuadd bentre, yn y gaea, rhywbeth i wneud, cymysgu a mynd ymlaen i sefydlu clwb pêl-droed bach yn y pentre. Yn y dechrau, chwarae'r mwyn hwyl oedd o'i gyd.
Ie, o'n i wastad wedi mwynhau chwarae pêl-droed ac o'n i di hoffi wneud o pan o'n i'n dipyn fengach, ond doedd y cyfle ddim ar gael adeg yna, a wedyn oedd o'n gyfle gwych i fi gael chwarae hefo'r Queen Bees, felly, a dod i gymdeithasu a cael hwyl a mynd i rwla bob nos Lyn, a does o'm byd arall yn cymeru lle pêl-droed. Noson pêl-droed ydi nos Lyn, felly.
As far as the social aspect goes, I probably wouldn't have as much of a social life without the bees, and they've become my best mates here, really. Like, we spend a lot of social time together. I was really new to the area, but it soon became apparent that the girls and the team, they provided me with a community that I probably didn't have before in the area, so it was really important to me. Mae'r criw yn wych, deud y gwir. Mae pawb yn ffrindio fe'n gilydd a mae dipyn o banter i gael rhwngthyn ni gyd hefyd. A dyn, maen nhw'n bleser i chwarae efo, deud y gwir.
Da ni'n gymaint o grŵp o ffrindiau, di o ddim jyst amdan y pêl-droed. Mae pawb yn dod yn ymlaen mor dda. Yr fengan 24 ar hynna yn ei 50. A mae'n neis, da ni'n cyfarfod tu allan i'r training ac i'r gema. Mae'n neis cael bod yn rhan o beth fel hyn.
Doeddwn ni erioed wedi ymwneud â pêl-droed o gwbl, ddim erioed i gwylio pêl-droed, dim math o ddiddordeb fel yna. Mae wedi bod yn sialens, mae wedi bod yn hwyl, a da ni'n dal i ddysgu, dwi'n meddwl, di'r geiriau bwysig a mwynhau. Ers 2 flynedd, da ni wedi ymuno â cyngrau'r Merched Recreational League Gogledd Cymru yma, a wedyn mae wedi mynd dipyn bach mwy cystadleuol, mae'n siŵr.
Last season we finished second in the league, so we've obviously got a real competitive streak in us now where we're wanting to do well and we're wanting to prove ourselves, we're wanting to better ourselves. We're playing strong teams and we are performing, so yeah, it's been an interesting evolution really of growth for the whole squad.
Heno mae dyn ni'n chwarae nebyn Llanrwst, siw mae'n bach o darbu lleol, nhw drwy'r cymdogion agosau iddyn ni, wedyn maen nhw'n griw reit ifanc. Gobeithio nhw'n ni roi'r gêm reit da efo nhw a diwedd y dydd, bach o hwyl a bod merched yn cael chwarae pêl-droed ydy'r prif beth.
The Queen Bees are all mums and, you know, we have got nerves tonight playing this squad because we know that they're going to be quick. But I think that what the Queen Bees has got going for it is our togetherness. You know we've got each other's backs all the time, so on or off the field, that is always the case for us.
So fel arfer dwi'n defender, ond ar hyn o bryd dwi'n disgwyl, so dwi ar ochr just yn supportio. Ond dwi'n methu peidio chwarae, mae'n anodd sefyll ar ochr yn gwatcho, ond dwi'n proud o'n nhw bob tro, bob gêm.
Da ni wirioneddol falch bod ni wedi ennill y gêm yma heno. Mae hon wedi bod yn pwyso arno ni ers dipyn bach, achos mae'r rhan fwyaf nhw'r un oed am hlant i, felly mae wedi ennill heno yn neis iawn. Neis iawn cyndolig fel un.
Ie, mae hwnna'n dangos pris o'n i draw i ffilm nhw'r Queen Bees yn diwe. Dolyg di hen fe. Drychwch ar y sgôr na. Seintiau newydd i Sgorio'n hwyr ar ddiwedd yr hanner cyntaf yn erbyn Aberystwyth. Zara Gibbs wedi chael i newyddion drwg i Llansawel. A Llansawel wedi cael hanner cyntaf bach da fan hyn. Un yn erbyn Wrexham. Lia Davies lawr o'r pwynt sylwebu. Mewn i syth am y gol yna, y gol gyntaf o ran Llansawel. A i fod yn deg, o'n i'n cwestiwn nhw'r y dechrau. Cyfnod anodd, colli'n drwm fan hyn wythnos diwetha. Wel, dechrau gwych pen off, bod y teg.
Ie, oedd nhw dechrau'n dda iawn. Oedd nhw'n pwyso'n uchel yn y dechrau'r hanner gyntaf. A dwi'n meddwl Peyton yn neud yn dda, Walkley Wits yn rhoi y pas na. Ac ie, oedd y croesiad gen Peyton yn ardderchog, i fod yn onest, yn safle lle mae'r golgeidwad ddim yn gwybod i ddod amdani neu ddim. A wedyn, ie, ymosodwr yn dod ar draws am ddiffyn ac yn, ie, cyffyriad gyntaf mewn i'r gol.
A fel ti'n gweud, mae'r symudiad na, fel Laura May, Walkley Wits a Peyton, y cyfa, mae'n dipyn o symudiad chwarae teg. Jyst pawb yn daclus, pawb yn neud i swydd yn iawn.
Ie, oedden nhw yn, ac cyfuno'n dda yn y asgell, a wedyn, ie, yn rhoi y croesiad mewn, ac yn dangos bod Wrexham yn gofod wneud weth i ymateb i hynna.
Wrexham yn taro nôl, wedi cael ambell i gyfle, ond hefyd, digwyddiad mawr am hynny, y gicwr smotyn yma, pawb yn swnio'n hapus yn y pwynt sylwebu. Oedd hi'n gicwr smotyn, neu dim o fi sy'n am e?
Dwi'n meddwl mae yn cael ychydig o cyffyrddiad ar hiliau Knox fanna, ond mae Fei yn un chwaraewyr os mae'n teimlo rhywbeth wneith i fynd lawr, ac nath y dyfarnwr wneud y penderfyniad yn sydyn iawn. Dwi'n meddwl, ti'n gwybod, fysa i gallu diclirio'r pêl yn mwy gynnar, ond ie, cic o'r smotyn ar dderchog fama, reit i'r cornel, Courtney Young ddim yn gallu wneud yn byd amdan hynna.
Ie, dim pa fath o chwaraewr yn Katie Barker, pa mor special yw i, achos mae ymysg y coliau 12 tymor yma nawr.
Ie, mae Barker wedi dangos bod i, ti'n gwybod, yn dda yn gyngrair yma, ac yn hyderus hefyd, mae'n dangos bod i gallu wneud, ac oedd i edrych yn hyderus yn cymryd y cic o'r smotyn yna. Ie,
ambell i symudiad, mae'n symud oddi ar y bêl yn dda, yn dyw i.
Ie, maen nhw gyd yn, ymosodwr Wrexham yn symud o hyd, rhywun o'n nhw ddim yn un safle o hyd. Ti'n gwybod, chi'n gweld Rosie Hughes yn asgell, wedyn Suckley, wedyn Hillia Knox, felly maen nhw dda iawn am cyfuno ac yn symud.
Ond ddim wedi cael yr ail gol y cyfleoedd yma. Dewch i ni gael pep ar y cyfleoedd. Mae Wrexham wedi creu. Eto ni'n gweld hi'n troi fan hyn. Mae'n taro'r rhwyd ochr. O bydden nhw'n siomedig bod nhw ddim ar y blaen?
Ie, dwi'n meddwl bod nhw yna. Dwi'n meddwl os maen nhw'n dal yn chwarae fel hyn ail hanner, dwi'n meddwl neis nhw yn cael mwy o cyfleoedd na posib yn cael mwy o goliau. Ond ie, mae'n dda i gweld Rosie Hughes a Barker yn chwarae fe gilydd. Dych chi am gweld hynna llawer blwyddyn yma. Felly, dwi'n meddwl mae'n dda i gweld sut maen nhw yn cyfuno. A hwn hefyd, Rosie Hughes yn gweld bod i gallu cael cyffyrddiad eto mewn ac yn beryglus fanna. Dwi'n meddwl yn taro'r traws fanna. Ac yn creu llawer mwy na Llansawel.
Faint o helpu yr egwyl yma i Llansawel, jyst i gael ei gwynt yn ôl neu, yw fod yn ail hanner anodd iddyn nhw, ti'n teimlo?
Ie, dwi'n meddwl bydd o yn, achos ydych chi'n gallu gweld tuag at diwedd y hanner gyntaf, oedden nhw'n blinedig ac yn bach mwy dwfn. Ond ie, bydd i yn hanner hir iddyn nhw, dwi'n meddwl, ond mae fyny i'r rheolwr, ydy o'n mynd i newid pethau hanner amser neu gadael y tîm fel maen nhw?
Ie, ail hanner hir hefyd, a pan chi'n ystyried beth sydd wedi dod yn y 10 diwrnod diwetha iddyn nhw, bydd y coes yna wedi blino. Mae'n siŵr, sut chi'n delio â hynny fel y fforddwr?
Ie, mae hynna'n anodd iawn.
Eileddio fiawn ni.
Ie, dych chi yn gofod defnyddio gyd o'r chwaraewyr sydd gennych chi, ond hefyd, maen nhw wedi teithio llawer hefyd, hynna sy'n anodd. Felly ie, mae y rheolwr Llansawel gyda llawer i meddwl amdan nawr, dwi'n meddwl.
Ie, tipyn o waith i wneud, ond mae'n gyfartal ar yr egwyl. Canmol Llansawel o ran hynny, maen nhw'n ceisio cyrraedd y 4 uchaf, ddim yn mynd o'i plaid nhw ar hyn o bryd. Pêl-droed byw, ni wedi cael penwythnos prysur yn y gogledd, Bai Colwyn ddoe, ni fan hyn heno, a byddwn ni nôl yn y gogledd penwythnos nesaf yn gwylio Bai Colwyn am gêm sydd gyda ni i chi. Rownd wyth ola, Cwpan Cymru, Caernarfon yn cwrdd a Bai Colwyn. Mae'n fyw ar S4C eich bwyntiau i ddod hefyd. Cofiwch am hynny, a gan bod ni'n sôn am Bai Colwyn, dewch i ni gwrdd cwpl o'i chwaraewyr nhw, cymeriadau, brodyr hefyd, efeilliad, yr efeilliad Cargbo. Maen nhw wedi bod yn cwrdd â Nicky John.
Eunice Cargbo, Issa Cargbo, Bai Colwyn. That was good. Watch this. Yep. Oh, the touch is poor. The touch isn't there, but you see the throw though? That's gone into the sea. You got to touch like a trampoline.
Well, guys, I'm going to be straight with you right from the beginning like this. I have always had a soft spot for an Irish accent. Take me to the beginning, you know, growing up in Ireland. What was it like?
We grew up in Cork City. Grew up in a bit of a rough place, like, but it is what it is, isn't it?
You're identical twins, I can see that.
I'm the better looking one. That's just what people say, innit?
Is it?
No, it's just whoever gets that joke out first wins, really.
Can I ask you what your earliest memory is around football?
The first football we got, it wrapped up for Christmas, but they didn't bother putting it in a box or anything. They just wrapped the football up. We was bouncing it, wondering like, hey, what's in this? Is it a football? Yeah, my dad used to train us. He used to train us every day. We used to bring us to the pitch and make us do 10 laps after school. We would cry and we didn't want to go. I've got a dog.
Hello.
What's up? Oh, there's another one. Hey, look at that one. Wow, look at this one. Come on, you got a pan to that though. I won't lie. Look at that thing. Dog whisperers.
Yeah, you must be, because they're all coming over to you. Tell me about TikTok, because I only just found out about this and it's blown my mind a little bit, to be honest with you.
We were in a pitch and we seen a video and we said, Johnny, we try it, we make one. The next day it was on millions of views, so we kept making them. We copied this guy and he commented on the video as well. Got like 8 million views or something, he commented, that's my video. So we just deleted the comment. But then from there on, we started making our own stuff and people started copying us. We just used to kick each other. We're good at like kicking each other but not hurting each other. So we just did that and everyone was just buzzing off Brexit tackles.
People sent you boots?
Yeah, we put the boots in the video. It was like a promotion. Yeah, but we got managers then from London. So if someone made a song, they'd pay to promote the song, they'd pay our managers and we just put the song in our video. We'd get like a few million views and then that's what we got paid from, and everything. We had managers, the whole thing.
That's nuts.
Mad, innit? Sick for you, innit? Jinx.
Do you reckon you guys are telepathic? Is that a real thing when it comes to twins?
I think so, you know. It is, yeah. Twin stinks, we call it.
Twin stinks?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, give me some examples.
I can just look at him in the eyes and just look at him and we know what we're thinking. In his head, there's a sentence he'll say. If I just look at him now, we can just read each other. Like, say if he's talking, I can just cut in and keep speaking for him. Do you know what I mean?
And he'll be like, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You actually just said that at exactly the same time as well.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Like, sometimes I'd be looking at him saying, you're the same person as me. We're proper close, you know. Yeah, very close. Proper close. Even when I lived in Australia, we used to talk all the time. Be on the phone for hours.
What was that like for you, him being all the way over there and you over here?
I was in Ireland at the time. It was a tough year, yeah. We haven't been apart. We've been together the whole time, and that was the first year he left.
While we're on the subject of Australia, I've got to get you to tell the shark story.
So there was one time, right, I was out there surfing. Bear in mind now, I can't surf. Next thing now, everyone starts running, like swimming, getting back to shore. And I'm thinking, all right, maybe there's a big wave coming. I've got a surfboard. Let me just catch this one, right? It actually wasn't because there was a wave coming, there was a shark in the middle of me and the shore. Like, I'm out here, the shark's here, the shore's there, and whatever I manage to get back, go on, there's an app out there, like Shark Tracker or something, you can track all sharks. Now I go on there, and there's a tiger shark, a 3 metre plus tiger shark, in the middle of me and
No way.
Yeah, girthy one. That's a girthy one too, isn't it?
Bro, it's a shark, innit? Even if it was a dolphin, I probably would have had a heart attack. Just imagine you're in the water and you see the fin.
If you guys weren't playing football, what do you reckon you'd do?
I'd be a ninja. International ninja. 100%.
In fairness, we've seen some of the evidence today as well, haven't we?
Look at me.
Crazy. Crazy.
I have had an absolute ball with you guys today, so thank you so much. I know you've been practicing your Cymraeg as well. Diolch.
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 Nice one, that's perfect.
Can barely speak English, jeez.
Diolch i'r brodyr cargbo cymeriadau ninjas rhyngwladol hefyd, gwrwch y gofod ar gyfer y rôl nesa iddyn nhw. Beth nesa fan hyn, cyfartal ar hyn o bryd. Llansawel eisiau cadw gafel ar y 4 ucha. Wrexham eisiau cadw o fewn cyrraedd i'r brig yna. Os rhywbeth yn mynd i newid. Nôl â ni at ein tîm y sylwebu felly.
Thank you, Dylan. Yes, welcome back for the second half. All square at the break. And Katie, we did expect for a second that there was going to be a substitution from the visitors, but Loney, they've signed Caitlin Seaborn on loan from Swansea. She had stripped and looked as if she was going to come on, but she's sat back down, I think. Long ball forward, looking for Crofts, and it's Craven with the clearance. We understand that Caitlin Seaborn is going to come on in about 5 minutes, which is rather odd.
Maybe she wasn't quite ready.
Well, she'd been warming up, hadn't she, in front of us at the break, so and she'd taken her tracksuit off and everything. Very, very strange. Anyway, on we go. This is Lily Jones. So composed in midfield, Lily Jones. To Smith, Rosie Hughes, and Barker down the left-hand side looking for Hillier Knox again.
Yeah, Lily Jones, she is the heartbeat of this team, and she's still a youngster as well. She won Young Player of the Season last season, but she just has great awareness. She's always scanning to see what's around her. She really knows the pictures in midfield. And her first thought as well is to always play forward. How can she get her team up the pitch? Forward thinking. But she does all the non-glamorous stuff as well. Great work rate, great in defence.
And still only 20 years old, Lily Jones. We understand that Caitlin Seaborn is about to join us and will replace Georgia Howells, who saw the yellow card in the first half. The second half pattern fairly similar to what we saw at the end of the first half, Katie.
Yeah, not much between the two teams coming out into the second half. I expect Wrexham to really go at the gears now and try and put Briton Ferry under pressure. They will want to get all 3 points from this game. But for Briton Ferry, they're fighting for that 4th place as well. So both teams will be looking to get something out of this game.
Ball launched forward by Lucy Powell, the Briton Ferry captain. Balls for Alice Broadley. Just the toe poke forward from Walkley Wets. And a bright start from the visitors to the second half.
Yeah, it's really important that the Ferry, they start strong, minimise any risks at the back, and just make better decisions when they're in possession.
Broadley with the throw in, just carried away by Josie Smith. Out to the far side to Ava Suckley. Turns ball forward to Rosie Hughes. Lovely close control once again by Hughes. Looking for Lily Jones. Jones just under pressure does really well and then gives possession away. She was looking for Cara Jones, but just too much on that one.
I've done it again. Commentator curse. The other thing about Lily Jones is she is Wrexham through and through as well. It's always great when you have a player who's come through the ranks and playing for their home team. It just means so much more when you put on that shirt, and the badge just means so much to you.
Burke and Sickley just combining on the left-hand side, and just a wasteful ball runs through to Courtney Young in goal for the visitors. No chance with the penalty from Katie Barker. Now was a long ball looking for the run once again of Grace Evans. Evans just beyond the defence, plays the ball square, but nobody there in a black kit, and that'll be frustrating for Liz Thomas.
Yeah, it's the right ball in. You know, she plays the ball across the box. You just want to see somebody having that desire to commit and get on the end of it.
Ball played by Lily Jones, looking for the run once again of Katie Barker. Barker plays the ball square, looking for Rosie Hughes. Hughes is in for it, and just couldn't clear the ball away.
It's great defending from Briton Ferry. Great commitment to get back in. They're recovering. Disorganised. It's a great ball again from Lily Jones. You know when you have someone like Barker, such a willing runner to get on the end of it. But that's fantastic defending. Just does enough there just to intercept that ball and make it really difficult. But it's clever play from Barker here as well, just to get that ball back across the box.
Ball headed away and cleared away. And it's a throw in again in a promising position for Wrexham. And now the sub will take place. So it's Caitlin Seabon who comes on for Georgia Howells. And the number 11 is Maya Owen. And Maya Owen will replace Freya Payton. So Freya Payton departs. So Maya Owen, who started the game last week. And Payton can be very proud of her efforts so far, can't she?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, 15 years old, competing against some real experienced players from Wrexham. She's put in a great shift this evening. And Maya Owen coming on, she's only 18 as well. This Briton Ferry team, when you look at their squad, they have 9 players who are 18 and under. It just goes to show, you know, the lack of experience they have. But I tell you what, these young players, they have a point to prove, and they are definitely holding their own in this league.
Rosie Hughes just turns under pressure, looking for Ava Sickley on the far side. It's a 4th goal for Swansea, a 2nd for Chloe Chivers, and it's Swansea running away with 4-0. And Briton Ferry, well, they will be playing Swansea next weekend. It's Briton Ferry against Swansea, and Wrexham, well, they travel to Barry. Love it. With a really good header, cleared away, only as far as Broadley. First touch for Seabon. Now then, this is the dangerous Barker. Oh, good play, excellent play by Olivia Kett-White, and there was danger there for the visitors.
Yeah, she's done really well this evening, Kett-White. Again, it's great recovery, time to tackle really well, gets her body in. It just makes it difficult for Barker to make anything from that long ball over the top.
Caitlin Seabon, nameless at the back, on on loan from Swansea.
Yeah, she'll want to hit the ground running, get really stuck in. I think they need a little bit more physicality in that midfield, Briton Ferry, and she'll be looking to add that, but also a little bit more composure on the ball too.
Lily Jones, lovely touch to Katie Barker. Some intricate play from Wrexham, and then they gave the ball away cheaply as Love It. And she got away with one there. And it's Barker, she's everywhere.
I reckon there's two of her out there. This is a trick.
Well, anything Swansea can do, Cardiff can do as well, and it's Michaela Cook. She's got her second of the game and the fourth for Cardiff City. And it's Cardiff City 4, Pontypridd 0. There's Wrexham press once again. Josie Smith.
Coming into this game, there's not much difference in goal difference as well between Wrexham and Cardiff City, so I'm sure Cardiff City will not be showing any let up against Ponty this evening.
This is Barker. Can she keep the ball in play? No, just too much, just zipped off the surface. The rain is still, or the drizzle I should say, still with us. And with 10 minutes of the second half played, it's as you were at half time. Grace Evans with the opener for Briton Ferry on 7 minutes, and then Katie Barker from the spot on 13. Now, last season, Briton Ferry did the double over Wrexham. But, in the two meetings so far this season, it's Wrexham who have taken the plaudits. 5-2 down in Briton Ferry, and 6-0 here last weekend in the cup.
Yeah, take a closer look at that one. I think it's just the follow through there from Suckley. Nothing wrong with the first tackle, but it's just from behind there. And she catches Owen on the back of the calf. There's a sore one.
Yep. It was the substitute Maya Owen who felt that one. There was an opportunity here for Briton Ferry. It's 5-6 in the box, waiting for the ball to be swung in by Broadley, headed away by the captain Bartle up to the edge of the area, and it was shanked by Broadley once again. An opportunity here. Oh, what a save! What a save from Liz Craven. Point blank effort. Wonderful, wonderful save by the keeper. And now the other end, it's Katie Barker. Excellent play by Denscombe. And all of a sudden the game's just opened out. Alice Broadley just beyond Laura May Walkley-Witt. Broadley once again just caresses the ball down the line, looking for the run of Grace Evans. But, what a save this was, Katie.
Yeah, what an opportunity here for Briton Ferry. Great save from Craven, just stands tall once again. Keeps the ball alive, Broadley just puts it back into the box, a hopeful ball. Oh, but it was a great opportunity.
It was Maya Owen with the toe poke.
Huge save from the goalkeeper. She had big boots to fill this season after Dareth Morgan retired. Wrexham legend, been at the club a long time, and she's really shown her quality.
Llywelyn to Denscombe. Burke with a heavy touch. And the game needs a goal. You just feel that just needs something for the other team to chase after. As Barker just lets the ball run out for a corner kick. Remember Friday night? 4:08 live on S4C. It's Benetton who welcome the Scarlets to Italy. Now it's Cara Jones who's going to take the corner kick for Wrexham. And she'll be lifting this one into the rain and into the wind on the far side. And it was Suckley with the header, took a touch off the Briton Ferry defender. And Cara Jones will have another chance.
Yeah, she has such a fantastic presence, Ava Suckley. There's another opportunity here for Wrexham to cause some more chaos.
Jones to a similar position, once again headed away by Brooke Llewellyn. Back to Jones. Jones, it's a low one, and it'll be easily cleared away by Alice Broadley. Owen, she's been lively since coming on as Maya Owen.
To be honest, I was shocked to not see her in the starting 11. I've always been a fan, watched her quite closely last season. She just has this ability to unlock a defence, great work rate as well, but really clever on the ball, very intelligent player.
Yeah, one of the 3 players who played last weekend who haven't started today. As Harker's just dragged down by Caitlin Seaborn.
I think she's done well since she's come on. Like I said, she adds that physical presence, not afraid to mix it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely Caitlin Seaborn and Maya Owen. They've made an impact in the opening quarter of an hour. We've played an hour here on the rock as Faye Hillier-Knox lifts the ball into the arms of Courtney Young. Hillier-Knox. Smith. Oh, lovely ball to Eva Suckley. Suckley in space. And a heavy touch took the ball away. And a wasted opportunity there for the home side.
Yeah, it's great defending and recovery from Owen. She was slightly out of position on the first phase there. She had to work really hard to get back in. But she worked really hard here. It's great recovery.
Corner kick for Wrexham. It's a low one to Barker. Barker lifts the ball in. Oh, lovely goal. Lovely goal from Rosie Hughes. 61 minutes played. Rosie Hughes scores her 6th league goal of the season. 16 in all competitions. And Wrexham lead 2-1.
Oh, it's really clever play here from Wrexham. They catch Briton Ferry off guard. They slightly change the usual corner setup. It's a short corner. Katie Barker should not be allowed to turn in the box there and front up her defender. But she does. She does it really well. Eyes up, ball across the box. And who is there? The one and only Rosie Hughes. And it's an easy finish.
Well, Katie Barker's 6th assist this season. She's scored 12 league goals and assisted 6 now. She's a heck of a player.
They just didn't react quick enough, Briton Ferry, to that short corner. They needed to be tighter. Shouldn't have allowed Katie Barker to turn in that position. And she causes chaos. And like you said, she's top goal scorer.
And there's clearly an understanding there, isn't there, between the two of them. Barker knew instinctively where Rosie Hughes was going to be. Wrexham lead. So Rosie Hughes with the second, adding to Katie Barker's first. And there'll be groans in the Cardiff City Stadium, I'm sure.
And what Wrexham do really well, their front 3, they interchange. So there's no set position for them. They're very fluid in their rotation.
Hillier-Knox with a lovely ball, looking for Cara Jones, who gets to the ball and wins the corner kick. That was a lovely ball through. And substitutions. So Hannah Snape will come on first for Ava Suckley. So Suckley, the number 16, departs. And so Hannah Snape comes on. Hannah Snape has appeared in every game this season. And for the visitors, leaving is number 18, Jade Crofts, and it's Manon Thomas who comes on.
Yeah, it's been a difficult evening for Jade Crofts. She hasn't had great service, and when you're isolated in that number 9 position, it can be difficult if you don't have the numbers around you. You can't question her work rate, but just hasn't fallen for her this evening.
Tidy play by Walker-Witt. Addison Lloyd, and it's a 5th for Cardiff. So Cardiff City 5, Pontypridd 0. Wrexham leading by 2-1 here. There's Hillier Knox again, just tries to create down there. Back to Cara Jones. Jones lifts the ball into the box. Keeper calls for it, and under pressure from Katie Barker. She did well there, Courtney Young.
Yeah, I've been really impressed this evening with Courtney Young. Really commanding, really decisive in her decisions, great hands. But what we will see now from Briton Ferry, like as we mentioned, they played 4 games in 10 days. Will we see that fatigue starting to set in?
That was a good ball to Grace Evans. Evans up against Erin Livett, plays the ball square to Walkley-Witt. Just crowded out. Lily Jones again instrumental there. Alice Broadley. Walkley-Witt, can she get the cross away? It was a low one. Again to Grace Evans. Evans just held up on the edge of the area, and again it was Lily Jones who was there. White to Llewellyn. Jess Denscombe. Lily Jones. Lovely play out to Faye Hillier-Knox. Now this is what the Wrexham goal does, Katie. Again, the gap is down to a point, but for Briton Ferry, New Saints are winning. Briton Ferry, and that top 4 place looks increasingly distant.
Yeah, they need to get something out of this evening's game, going into that final game of Phase 1, and it's going to be a tough one. They're up against local rivals. Swansea as well is always a big game, filled with emotions, that one too. But I still wouldn't write them off in this game. There will be another chance for Briton Ferry.
But as things stand, it's impossible for Briton Ferry to finish in the top 4, as the New Saints are beating Aberystwyth by 1-0.
Unless they claw something back here this evening.
Yeah. Love it. Crunching challenge there by Erin Levitt. Approaching the halfway point of the second half. Hillier-Knox. Just goes past the substitute Seaborn so comfortably. Hillier-Knox still going. Hillier-Knox looking for Barker. And just cleared away as far as Lily Jones. Wrexham looking to turn the screw here. Love it. Looking for Rosie Hughes. Again, good control from Hughes. The space on the far side. For Wrexham. And a Snape. Just crowded out on the far side. But just get that feeling, Katie, that Wrexham are just increasing the pressure here.
Yeah, they're having so much possession, aren't they? They're dominating the ball, they're controlling the tempo. And you look at their bench as well, they still have players who can come on and make an impact. Players who are already proven themselves so far in the league this season.
Yep, and amongst those, the Pakistan international Mariam Mahmood, who can certainly make a difference if she comes on. Battle. Oh, poor ball by the captain, and she's put her side under pressure. And for a while there, it was 3 against 2. Now then, Grace Evans, can the visitors capitalise on that error? Now with a pass like that.
There was an opportunity there, wasn't it? And now the momentum swung to Wrexham.
Snape looking for the run of Rosie Hughes, but comfortable for Brooke Llewellyn. Burke to Lily Jones. That combination of Lily Jones and Faye Hillier-Fox just controlling things in midfield for Wrexham. They do appear comfortable. I'm sure you'd agree there, Katie.
Yeah, you know, they're contrasting players as well. You've got Lily Jones, who's quite happy just to get the ball and distribute and find those passes, and Hillier-Knox, she likes to drive with the ball and really commit defenders, and she does it gracefully as well. You know, it's really difficult to get the ball off her. There's a great combination in there with those two.
Yep. Totally agree with the player on the ball here. Hillier-Knox just crowded out. She's got that gracefulness, whereas Lily Jones has got that physical presence, that commanding presence in midfield. Good play by Smith. Smith, our ball forward to Rosie Hughes. Hughes, she's not offside. Hughes! Second for Rosie Hughes, third for Wrexham, and surely there go the 3 points to the home side.
That's bread and butter for Rosie Hughes there. It's a great ball through again. She just finds the space. It's fantastic play from her. And who do you want in those positions? It's Rosie Hughes. She just finds herself in between the two centre-backs. It's a great first touch that really sets her up. She has so much time to pick her spot. It's clinical, it's composed. And it's what Rosie Hughes does. She scores goals.
Well, there was a lovely through ball in the first place, and then just the composure. No chance at all for Courtney Young. And surely there's no way back for Briton Ferry. Unless there's opportunity for Maya Owen. And well, blazes it over the bar.
For Wrexham now, it's about doing the fundamentals right. Minimising risk at the back. Being really assured in possession like they have been. And I'm sure Sugarman will want them to be really relentless and ruthless now, because like I mentioned, goal difference could play a huge part in this title race.
Yep. They'll be looking to press that advantage. And talking about goals, there's been another goal just down the road at Park Hall, and Lexi Jones has scored a second for the New Saints. It's now the New Saints 2, Aberystwyth 0. And well, almost at exactly the same time that Rosie Hughes was scoring the third for Wrexham.
I think we can say now that that fourth spot is firmly secured by TNS.
And here we are, Katie, just confirmation there that yeah, TNS, well, the goal difference as well, there's a huge swing there, isn't there? Seaborn. Katie Barker just loose in possession. Lily Jones to Cara Jones. Ball forward looking for Rosie Hughes on a hat-trick, of course. Rosie Hughes. It was Faye Hillier-Knox who scored a hat-trick last week. Comfortable for Courtney Young.
She's got a real energy about her this evening, Rosie Hughes, hasn't she? So every time she picks the ball up, she looks dangerous. And her first thought is, how can I cause chaos?
Emily Thomas with the 5th for Swansea. And there's also a 6th for Cardiff. So the goals are flying in all over the place.
Feels like Soccer Saturday.
A gay ball through for Rosie Hughes. She got to the ball, but the keeper had seen the danger there. Good play once again by Courtney Young. You really can't fault the visitors keeper, can you? She's been beaten 3 times, but she's had a really good game.
But all 3 goals, she had no chance.
Cara Jones, Wrexham, you can sense the confidence in their play now. They sense that there are more goals here. All looking for Manon Thomas. It's comfortable for Jodie Bartle.
I think a key player that Briton Ferry are really missing this season is former striker for them, Alison Witts. She was their top goal scorer last season. A fantastic player, real athletic ability, scored goals for fun, and I think they're really missing her experience, her presence. A player like that is really difficult to replace.
Double substitution being prepared again by the visitors. We have Ella Roberts and Anya Welsh, I should say, preparing to come on. We understand it's going to be Alice Broadley and Lucy Powell who will be departing. It's just starting to become a bit misty. Barker, lovely control and lovely turn, and just loses out a bit there. Now then, Walkley Witts. Briton Ferry goal would make things interesting. With 15 minutes remaining here on the Rock. Cara Jones to Lily Jones. She's got that wherewithal, hasn't she, Katie? Just to stop, just to dwell, and just to ponder and consider her pass.
Yeah, she's very mature for her age in how she plays. And I think season on season we've just seen her really grow into this really influential player, and she's integral to how this team play.
Yeah, just watching her now, just her movement, just trying to run into the pockets of space. She's blowing a bit. And offside flag, and it'll be the opportunity for the substitutions. And here's the save again, Katie.
Yeah, like we said, we can't fault Courtney Young's performance. Again, it's a brave, quick decision from her to get off her line. And we've seen that several times this evening.
So a double substitution, and it's Lucy Powell and Alice Broadley who are departing, and on Carmela Roberts and Amy Welsh. And there's also a double change for Wrexham with Phoebe Davis and Michaela Wildgoose coming on. So Erin Lovett departs with Michaela Wildgoose coming on. And it's Cara Jones to be replaced by Phoebe Davis.
Replaced by number 2, Phoebe Davis.
I think she's a bit of a fan favourite, Phoebe Davis. She's a very reliable, consistent player. Again, comes with a lot of experience in this team.
Yeah, but somewhat prone to yellow cards.
Wow, I did notice that.
Grace Evans. Evans goes for goal. And jumping up and down in the Briton Ferry dugout there. Grace Evans just chancing her arm. Yeah, I think Phoebe Davis last season, Katie, almost double figures for yellow cards, I think. I think she's on 4 this season already.
I can't say much because when I was a player, I had that same stat. What I'm going to say is it's commitment to the tackle and to the team.
That's what you say.
That's what I say.
Not recklessness.
Playing with your heart on your sleeve.
Yes. Yes.
No, I would say being ruthless over reckless.
I won't argue with you. Smith out to Burke. This is Snape. Just becoming a little bit disjointed. All those substitutions have just had an impact on the flow. As Fairhillier Knox.
There's been a change in formation as well. You can see the Wrexham, they've gone to 4 at the back now, from that 3 to 4. A new signing, Michaela Wildgoose, has come in as one of those centre backs. Ireland under-19 international. And again, she comes with experience from the English Pyramid. Featured in the Women's Super League 2.
Backer allowed to carry the ball to Hillier Knox. Hillier Knox back in looking for Katie Backer. Backer, she was there, and it was Seaborn with the clearance. That Manon Thomas just couldn't make it stick. Battle into the final 10 minutes. 10 minutes of the game remaining. And, surely Briton Ferry's hopes of finishing in the top 4 are just slowly disappearing over the horizon.
They have found themselves in good positions, in advanced positions, Briton Ferry, but they just haven't made the right decision with that final ball or being able to execute it properly in order to cause Wrexham any problems.
Backer. Hughes into the box. Backer finds space for the shot, and it took a good save from the keeper. Hughes in for it. And again, Katie Backer just fashioned the opportunity so well.
You can see what she's doing. She's just dancing with the ball, teasing the defenders. And she's just trying to create that space for herself. She's shifting the ball, just hoping that opportunity is going to arise where she can find a clean strike on the ball. She does well again, Courtney Young. But great defending to pick up that second ball to stop Rosie Hughes getting that hat-trick.
If there was a Player of the Match award, I mean, I'm sure, and you were awarding it, Katie, Katie Backer would be up there. Lily Jones, Fairhillier Knox, would they be?
They'd be my top 3.
Yeah.
Did we even mention Rosie Hughes?
We did not. We did not mention Rosie Hughes, no. And that shows the increase in level this season at Wrexham Ladies as compared to last season.
Yeah, just the quality that Jenny Sugarman have brought in is really telling now.
Brooke Llewellyn with the free kick, comfortable for Wrexham, and just carried by Lily Jones, looking for the run of Katie Backer. Backer, can he turn? Can she turn? She can. Backer into the box. Oh, lovely run. She's chopped down, and surely that has to be a red card. It is indeed, and it's a red card for Olivia Ketwhite. Oh dear.
You've got to feel for the defender there, because I think actually she's had a really good game. She's made some really good challenges. It's clumsy, it's late. And unfortunately, as the last player, she's stopping a goal-scoring opportunity. And she gives the referee, you know, that he has to make that decision.
And for the second game in a row, the visitors are down to 10 players. Olivia Ketwhite makes the walk of shame. It was Megan Curl against Aberystwyth as the free kick. Oh, good save. Wonderful, wonderful save. Once again, Courtney Young. I mean, she'd be in the running, I'm sure.
I was going to say, can we add it to the list,
we
please?
We can. It was Faye Hillier-Knox. It was going for the top corner.
That was an incredible save. Great hands. Great feet to get across.
Yeah. You know what, Katie? I'd go for Courtney Young myself because she's kept the score down.
Who has this power? Who makes this call?
Okay.
Don't give it to me.
I defer to you. Faye Hillier-Knox once again. It's a deep one, and that was kept in. Really well kept in by Jodie Bartle. And an opportunity now as we approach the final 5 minutes. Chloe Chivers for Swansea and Lauren Payne for Barry. Oh, it's a goal glut this evening in the Adran Genero. And it's a hat-trick of Chloe Chivers as well. Wrexham deserving the 3 points here, Katie?
Yeah, I think overall they've dominated possession. They've created the most chances. You can't argue. You can't argue with the scoreline. I think Briton Ferry was always going to be a tough ask for them to come here this evening after playing midweek as well against a team who are chasing the title. We look at the goals that their strikers have scored. They're a team in such great form.
Yep, as we enter the second period of the season, and well, it's Cardiff, Wrexham and Swansea who are clear at the top. There's a 7-point gap between Swansea and the New Saints in fourth. So it's you'd think, Katie, it's between those top three now, wouldn't you? Cardiff, Wrexham and Swansea.
Yeah, there's a lot to ask of TNS to get back into it now.
And at the bottom, well, I'm afraid the Pontypridd, they're pointless. They're hammered again today, so they're going to finish at the bottom. As Faye Hillier-Knox just plays the ball in to the edge here, looking for Rosie Hughes. Went for it on the first opportunity there. Snape to Smith. Opportunity here for Burke. Burke just showed a little bit too much there to my Owen. Player down in the centre circle for the visitors, Laura May Walkley-Witt. Just feeling, is it the thigh possibly there?
I'm not sure if it's her arm or her wrist.
Oh. She's in discomfort anyway. And,
she's not the sort of player to go down unless there was something really seriously wrong with her. But you can see the way she's holding her arm or her wrist. She seems to be in quite a bit of discomfort.
Here's the incident. Just she landed here. Oh. Is it the right hand there?
It's the right hand.
Yeah.
I think it could even be her shoulder. Or
Right.
no, it's definitely her wrist.
Yeah.
She's made of tough stuff, Laura May. It's going to take a lot to drag her off this pitch.
393. 393. That's a pretty good crowd, that.
There is something that I think the FAW are still trying to grow, the attendances at the domestic games. We've seen the Welsh women's team, their attendances, game upon game are hugely increasing, and that's something that we want to see now filtering down to the domestic game in Wales.
Walkley Witt's just underneath it, she's desperate to get back on, but she's clearly in pain, Katie. Clearly in pain.
Yeah, this team means the world to her. She wants to get back on, driving this team forward. Until that final whistle goes, she'll always think that she got a chance.
Phoebe Davies just looking to drive Wrexham forward, but a heavy touch. And uncharacteristic heavy touch from Lily Jones. And we're in the final throws here. All eyes will be on the fourth official, Mr. James Walker. And we understand there's going to be 4 minutes added. 4 minutes for Briton Ferry to score 3 goals.
Well, I'm very optimistic, but even that is tough.
Lily Jones whips onto the far post looking for Snape. And Anna Snape. We understand that Walkley Witt's knuckle had popped out.
Ouch.
Yes. Here come Wrexham again. A strong run by Snape looking for Rosie Hughes. And the visitors got away with it there. Oh, good save again from the effort from Hannah Snape. That Briton Ferry with their own worst enemies there, Katie.
Yeah, there was a bit of chaos in the box then. But this player here, Katie Barker, she's been head and shoulders above everyone on this pitch this evening. For Hannah Snape, she's had a couple of opportunities since she's come on.
7-1 to Swansea. And now then, Katie, Nia Davies, who's doing the Welsh service, has selected the player of the game. I won't tell you who she is. You'll have to wait. It'll come in a minute. It'll come in a minute. It's one of the 3 that we mentioned earlier on.
So we're thinking the same here.
Here we go. There you are.
I can't argue with that one either. I can't. Hillier Knox, she's been phenomenal this game.
Yeah.
Absolutely deserves it. She's really dictated the play in midfield. Like I said, when she has the ball at her feet, she glides past players. Great vision, great technical ability. The only thing she's missing is a goal.
Yeah. But no, fully deserved. And the late sub for Wrexham, one Jones replacing another. It was Anna replacing Lily. And it's all over in Swansea. And it's finished 7-1 to Swansea in that one. Swansea 7, Barry 1.
Wow, that is quite the result for Swansea. Like I said at the beginning, they are a team that nobody should be writing off going into this phase 2.
So corner kick in approaching the final minute. It's Hannah Snape. Is there a 4th for Wrexham? Could help their goal difference. Unfortunately not. That one goes out on the full. And just over a minute left here. Wrexham taking the points. It hasn't been easy for them though.
No, I didn't think Briton Ferry were going to make this game easy for them at all. Like I said, Wrexham have been in full control. I think they'll just be disappointed that they haven't taken the chances that they've created.
Rosie Hughes into Anna Jones. Just whips the ball across the box. She was looking for Hannah Snape, but out it goes on the full into the final half minute. So all eyes on Mr. Richard Wright. Brooke Llewellyn, who gave the penalty away. It brought Wrexham back into the game with the clearance. Snape. Back again, just brought down. And it's a pity almost that you can give 2 players of the game or 3 players of the game, because the 3 we've named, they've been outstanding.
Yeah, they've definitely been the difference, haven't they, between the 2 teams? Just their attacking threat has been relentless for Briton Ferry. Katie Barker especially.
Barker into the box, cleared away, and away it goes. That's the final action of the game, and you can't call it a comfortable win for Wrexham, but a fully deserved win, it must be said. It was the visitors who took the lead after 7 minutes with Grace Evans. Lovely move down the right hand side, and Grace Evans capitalising to give the visitors the lead. But then on 13 minutes, well, a contentious decision, it must be said. Brooke Llewellyn just clipping Fairhill Knox in the box, and it was Katie Barker, the live wire Katie Barker, who stepped up to slot the penalty into the corner. No chance at all for Courtney Young. And then it was Rosie Hughes just after the hour who gave Wrexham the lead. And then on 71 minutes, Rosie Hughes doubling her tally. And the final score here at the Rock, Wrexham 3, Briton Ferry 1.
Diolch Nick, a Lily yn ysgwyd I ffen wrth gerdded draw. Chi di ennill, ond eto, oedd hi'n gêm anodd pnawn ma?
Oedd, mae o hyd yn gêm anodd yn erbyn Llansawel, chwarae teg. Da ni'n gwybod y bygythiadau maen nhw efo, a dwi'n meddwl nathon ni strygl o heina bach heddiw, ond diolch byth bod ni wedi cael ei dros eich hun allan a 3 pwynt yno. O
ystyried hynny I gyd felly, mae'n rhaid bod e'n deimlo braf iawn, sicrhau'r fuddugoliaeth sy'n cadw chi reit I fyny na tu ôl I Gaerdydd tua'r brig.
Yndi, mae'n braf. Dwi'n meddwl dim o well fori ar oga cwsg. Dwi'n blino braidd, ond mae'n deimlad neis o hyd ennill a cael y 3 pwynt bwysig yna. Dwi'n meddwl oedd o'n gêm fawr heddiw I gadw ni just tu ôl i'r Caerdydd yna. Mae'n deimlad braf.
Ie, a fath o deimlad cyffredinol sydd o gwmpas y clwb ar hyn o bryd? Fe'n teimlo fel tymor cyffroes I chi?
Yndi, mae'n gyffroes a da ni'n gweld y canlyniadau da yna ar y cae, ond da ni jyst yn cymryd bob wsos fel mae'n dod a trio cael 3 pwynt bob weekend yna. Ie, achos mae'n dymor hir a mae'n dal, mae tipyn o ffordd I fynd eto, ond eto, mae'n teimlo fel bod Wrexham mewn lle da iawn ar hyn o bryd? Yndan, da ni mewn lle da, ond mae Caerdydd mewn lle da hefyd, a ti'n meddwl be, pwy a wyr bydd digwydd yn phase 2, dwi'n meddwl mae safon y gyngrair jyst I codi a codi bob blwyddyn y dod, da ni wedi gweld gwir safon hynna blwyddyn yma, a mae bob gêm yn gêm huge I ni, so da ni jyst yn cymryd bob wsos fel mae'n dod. Mae'n gwpanau hefyd ar y ffordd cyfnod gyffroes. Oes na shift pan chi'n mynd i'r ail ran y tymor, yw pethau newid? Yndi, dwi'n meddwl, ti'n chwarae tîmau sydd yn y top 4 yn dweud, a mae'r safon o'n uchel bob wsos, mae un slip-up yn mynd I gostio'r gyngrair dwi'n meddwl blwyddyn yma, so mae o gyd am cadw'r ffocws yna, cadw disgyblaeth da o wsos I wsos, a gobeithio nawn ni gael bach o silverware o rei o'r cwpanau yma hefyd. Byddai'n braf iawn. Diolch am ddod draw at ni, Lily, y blinder, ymlacio heno. Diolch. Gwych, Lily Jones gyda ni yn fyna. A jyst I ategu beth o Lily'n sôn, dyma'r canlyniadau sydd gyda ni chi ar hyn o bryd. Cwpl o gemau wedi gorffen gan gynnwys hon, 7-1 Abertawe, maen nhw wedi ennill. Felly 3 fel chi'n gweld, y 4 sy'n dod I hynny, Seinti Newydd yn ennill o 2 gol I ddim, sy'n golygu Llansawel ddim yn gallu dal nhw bellach gyda 1 gêm I fynd. Felly fel na mae ar hyn o bryd, wrth I ni weld y tabl, Rheolwr Llansawel newydd ymuno gyda fi, bydd e'n gallu gweld hyn.
Felly, dim byd i newid o ddechrau'r prynhawn ac wrth i ni fynd mewn i'r gêm ola o ran y rhan gyntaf yma. Dim byd yn mynd i newid o hanner ucha yn fyna. Rhys, just looking at the table there. Disappointing result, but what do you make of the performance today?
I'm really proud of the performance. I thought, fourth game in 10 days, we knew it was going to be very difficult, and Wrexham they're a very good team, and they're where they are on the table for a reason. So I think we're not actually too disheartened to come up here. I think we knew it was going to get harder and harder physically as the game went on, especially going down to 10 players again. That was going to be a challenge, but I'm proud of the players, the way they stepped up to that challenge. Yeah,
great start as well, taking the lead. And give us an idea how tough it's been, because the late goal against Aberystwyth must have been a bitter pill to swallow. How hard has it been for you just to raise the players before this game today?
Yeah, well, we had an effort, I think, to raise them after last week's result. But I think we all knew coming away from that game that Wrexham were 6 goals better than us. I think our legs gave way a little bit after the Cardiff game. I think, we did a good job of picking the players up, and then we had a good performance against Aberystwyth, but obviously in the very last sort of dying seconds there, we gave up that lead, and that was a challenge. But as I said before the game, I think we've got a group here that have been together for quite a long time, and they've been through bigger challenges together, so picking themselves up, I think we've got a lot of leaders in that group, and they do that naturally, so we're lucky to have those.
And not top 4. Is that a blow? But plenty still to play for, obviously.
It is a blow. I think it was something that we set out at the start of the season that we wanted to challenge for, and I think we have challenged for it. Ultimately, we were hoping to take it to the last game of the season. I think ultimately we look back on that Aberystwyth game than we do of what's happened here today. And there's the Aberystwyth game we had at home as well. So those are 2 sort of key fixtures. I think, we've given our all out there today, and that's what I'm proud of. So.
Yeah, plenty of characters in your squads, Rhys. I'm sure you'll be fine for the rest of the season. Thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Diolch yn fawr iawn. Na, Rhys Thomas, rheolwr Llansawel gyda ni, a dyma sydd i ddod. Cofiwch am uchaf bwyntiau. Nos fory, nos Fawrth, hefyd i ni ar S4C. Clic drwy'r amser, a disadwn nesaf ni nôl yn y gogledd. Carnarfon, Bai Colwyn, Cwpan Cymru, disadwn nesaf. 5 o'clock, ni ar S4C, ni sôn am goliau. Big victory for Wrexham tonight. Big smiles here. Rosie Hughes, Katie Parker joining me, the goal scorers. Smile says it all, I'm sure, Rosie.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. I think we both feel the same, and you want to go out there and score goals because, goals win games. I mean, we couldn't have done it without the backing of the rest of our team. It takes a team to win a game, but I'm sure we're both very pleased.
2 goals today, 2 goals last week, and no red card today.
No red card today. I think learned my lesson. I meant no malice with it last week, and I just came out today and made sure that I kept calm, level head, and I reaped the rewards afterwards with 2 goals to level and win us the game.
Katie, another goal for you from the spot. Important goal as well, because they started well, Briton Ferry.
Yeah, they did. They started very, very well, and I think faded well to win that penalty and, put it away, and I think it got us back on track, and ultimately we've won the game, so happy days.
We can see it here. Happy with the way you went in? Well, I'm sure you're happy because it went in, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm very happy with that one. End of the day, if it hits the back of the net, that's all that matters.
Absolutely. You're not one to try Panenka like we've seen lately?
No, I think I'm staying away from that.
Yeah, I think watching it, I look more pleased than Katie was. She's very calm and collective, and like myself, who can't control my emotions.
It was an important moment, though, because, as I said, Briton Ferry started really well. I know you won last week against them as well, and you've won today, but they've got some strong characters in that team.
Absolutely, and I think we faced a different threat from them today. They've obviously learned from last week, and they changed their game plan, which we weren't expecting, and it's up to us, isn't it, to answer their questions that they're giving us, and I think we pulled it out the bag, especially second half, and it's all about resilience, determination, and we said at half-time, just keep your composure and keep patient, and again, the reward will come.
Yeah, and you're still right up there, right behind Cardiff. It's going to be an interesting season, Katie.
Of course it is, and that's what we want. We want to be right up there. We want to be fighting until the end, and ultimately we've got the target, and we're going to do everything to gain that.
You enjoying your season with Wrexham?
Thoroughly, I've absolutely loved every minute since being here, and playing with people like Rosie, it makes it so exciting, so enjoyable, and yeah, plenty more to come.
Yeah, and the competition as well. You come on, you scored 2 goals, proving a point as well, Rosie. Some serious firepower here.
That's it, I was going to say that, you know, she says playing with the likes of me, but Katie's become my inspiration, you know, I want to be like her when I grow up.
Brilliant, thanks for your time, congratulations, big win today.
Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Diolch Rosie, diolch yn fawr iawn Katie, thanks very much. A dyma ni cadarnhad o'r Sgorio, felly gêm y Seintiau wedi gorffen. Felly, Wrexham di ennill. O'r 4 ucha fel o'n o'r ddechrau'r pnawn, pob un wedi ennill. Buddigoliaethau cartre hefyd, a'r 4 yna fydd yn mynd ben gweddill y tymor tua'r brig. Sgwni pwy fydd yn gorffen ar y brig. Caerdydd di'r rheoli y tymorau diwetha, ond mae nhw ras tymor yma a'r cochion yn dyn wrth eu sodle nhw y gol gynnar na i Llansawel. Dechrau da, wedyn Katie Backer fel farson ni o'r smotyn, Rosie Hughes yn dathlu. Rosie Hughes yn sgorio 2 i sicrhau'r fuddugoliaeth. Diolch am eich cwmni. Llongyfarchiadau i'r Wrexham. Welwn ni chi cyn fy hir ar Sgorio. Ta-ra.